Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be teaching you chapter 1 of geography from NCERT book for class 8 students. The topic is resources. So the very first question here arises is, what are resources? Now all the things which fulfill our needs is a resource to us. For example, food, air, clothes, books, laptop, mobile phone, etc. Now, they all have some utility, or we can say usability, that makes an object or substance a resource. तो वो सारी चीजें जो हमारी जरूरतों को पूरा करती हैं वो हमारे लिए रिसोर्स कहलाती हैं, और उन सब चीजों की हमारी लाइफ में कुछ ना कुछ यूटिलिटी जरूर होती है. Now, things become resource only when they have a value. Here, the value means worth. Now, it is its use or utility gives it a value. And all the resources have some value. But the exception is in the economic value. Now, some resources have economic value and some do not. So, let me tell you this through an example. Metals may have an economic value, but on the other hand, a beautiful landscape may not. But both are important and satisfy human needs. Therefore, both are considered as a resource to us. Moving forward, we have time and technology. Now, these two are the most important factors that can change substance into a resource. Now, both are related to the needs of the people. That means टाइम और टेक्नोलॉजी दोनों की हमारी लाइफ में बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस है और हमें चाहिए भी. नाउ पीपल देमसेल्व्स आर द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट रिसोर्स, और हम खुद के लिए भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रिसोर्स कंसिडर करे जाते हैं. Why? Because it's human ideas, knowledge, are inventions and discoveries that lead to the creation of more resources. And each discovery or invention leads to many others. Here we have types of resources. So we have three major types of resources. So first one is natural resources. Secondly, we have human-made resources. And thirdly, we have human resource. Now, first one is natural resources. So what do we mean by natural resources? So natural resources are those which are drawn from nature and used without much modification are called natural resources. So वो resources जो कि हम nature से लेते हैं और उनको उसी form में use करते हैं, ज्यादा कुछ उसमें modify करे हुए या ज्यादा कुछ changes लाए हुए, तो उनको हम natural resources बोलते हैं. The air we breathe, the water in our rivers, lakes, the soil, minerals, and all other things are the natural resources. Now, many of these resources are free gifts of nature and can be used directly without much changes, or we can say modification. Now, but in some cases, tools and technology may be needed to use a natural resource in the best possible way. Further, we classify types of natural resources. Now, here we have firstly we have is according to their origin. That is biotic and abiotic resources. Secondly is according to their renewability, that is renewable and non-renewable resources. Thirdly, we have according to their distribution, that is ubiquitous and localized resources. And fourthly, lastly, we have according to their development, that is potential and actual resources. Moving forward and going deeply into this, firstly, we'll explain biotic and abiotic resources. So what are biotic resources? Biotic resources consist of all the living things. That means the plants, animals, and human beings. All these are biotic resources. And on the other hand, abiotic resources are those resources which consist of all the non-living things. For example, land, air, solar energy. Next we have is renewable and non-renewable resources. Now, what are renewable resources? Renewable resources are those resources which can be renewed or replenished quickly. That means वो resources जो कि जल्दी ही रिन्यू करे जा सकते हैं उनको रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज बोला जाता है, जैसे कि वाटर, एयर, सनलाइट एक्सेट्रा. लेकिन the careless use of renewable resources like water, soil, and forest can affect their stock. Now, here the question arises, what is the meaning of this term stock? Now, stock of resources is the amount of resources that is available to use. तो stock मतलब क्या होता है कि वो सारी amount of resources जो कि हमारे लिए available है use करने के लिए. Next is non-renewable resources. So non-renewable resources are those resources which cannot be renewed or replenished quickly. तो non-renewable जो है renewable के एकदम opposite है. That means जो बिल्कुल भी जल्दी से जल्दी renew नहीं हो सकता है. It will take millions of years to get renewed or we can say replenished. इसके एग्जाम्पल है coal, natural gas, and petroleum. Moving further, we have actual and potential resources. Now, actual resources are basically those resources whose quantity is known to us, and these resources are being used in the present time. That means is in resources की quantity जो है हमें पता है और हम अभी के टाइम पे present time पे इन resources को use भी करते हैं. For example, the dark soils of the Deccan Plateau in Maharashtra, the coal deposit in Ruhr region of Germany, and petroleum in the West Asia. So we are using all these resources in the present time, and we know the quantity of these resources as well. Next here is potential resources. So what are the potential resources? Potential resources are basically those resources whose entire quantity may not be known to us. But these are not being used at present and these resources could be used in the future. The potential resources basically वो resources हैं जिनकी पूरी quantity हमें at present नहीं पता है. लेकिन हो सकता है कि हम फ्यूचर में इन रिसोर्सेस को भी यूज करने लगे. Now, the level of technology we have at present may not be advanced enough to easily utilize these resources. That's why we consider these resources as the potential resources. Next is ubiquitous and localized resources. Now, ubiquitous resources are basically those resources that are found everywhere, like the air we breathe. तो हवा जो है वो हर जगह पाई जाती है, तो इसीलिए हवा को हम ubiquitous resource बोलते हैं. But on the other hand, as the name is suggesting, localized resources, that means the resources which are found only in a certain place or in a local area. For example, copper and iron ore deposits. Now, the distribution of natural resources depends upon a number of physical factors. And those physical factors are terrain, climate, and altitude. The distribution of resources is unequal because these factors differ so much over the earth. They are not the same in any place on the earth, right? For example, if we'll consider Delhi, तो दिल्ली का अगर क्लाइमेट अभी हॉट एंड ह्यूमिड है तो जरूरी नहीं है कि किसी और स्टेट या किसी और कंट्री का क्लाइमेट भी अभी हॉट एंड ह्यूमिड ही होगा. तो ये सारे फैक्टर्स पे डिपेंड करता है कि वहां पर कौन से रिसोर्सेज अवेलेबल होंगे. नेक्स्ट इज ह्यूमन मेड रिसोर्सेज. As the name is suggesting, human made resources basically are those resources which are made by human, that means which are made by us. Now, sometimes the natural substances become resource only when their original form has been changed or modified. For example, iron ore was not a resource until people learned to extract iron from it, because the iron ore consists of a lot of impurities. Now, people use natural resources to make buildings, bridges, roads, machineries, and vehicles, which are known as human-made resources. And the very best example of this is the technology. Now, technology is a human made resource and it is very useful to us at present. Moving forward, we have human resources. So the people can make the best use of nature to create more resources when they have the knowledge, skill and the technology to do so. तो लोगों के पास जो होती है ना बेस्ट नॉलेज होती है, बेस्ट स्किल होती है एंड टेक्नोलॉजी होती है, ताकि वो एक चीज को या एक सब्सटेंस, एक ऑब्जेक्ट को एक रिसोर्स में कन्वर्ट कर सके. And this is why human beings are a special resource and people are human resources. Now here, the important thing which is to be considered is our education and health. So we have to maintain our education as well as our health to be a resource. Education and health may help in making people a valuable resource. Now, improving the quality of people's skill so that humans are able to create more resources is known as human resource development. Next is conservation of resources. Now, what do we mean by this term conservation? Now, using resources carefully and giving them time to get renewed is called resource conservation, or we can say conservation of resources. तो रिसोर्सेस को प्रॉपर टाइम देना ताकि वो रिन्यू हो सके, इसको बोला जाता है कंजर्वेशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेस या फिर रिसोर्स कंजर्वेशन. एंड देयर आर मेनी वेज टू कंजर्व रिसोर्सेस and each person can contribute by reducing consumption, recycling and reusing things. Ultimately it makes a difference because all our lives are linked. So in conservation of resources, 3 R's are very important. First is reducing, second is recycling, and third we have is reusing. Next we have is sustainable development. Now, sustainable development is balancing the need to use resources and also conserve them for the future. That means जब हम resources को balance तरीके से यूज करना जान जाते हैं और यूज करने लगते हैं और फिर उनको अपनी फ्यूचर जनरेशन के लिए भी बचा के, दैट मीन्स कंजर्व करके रखते हैं, उसको बोला जाता है फ्यूचर, उसको बोला जाता है सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट. The future of our planet and its people is linked with our ability to maintain and preserve the life support system that nature provides. And therefore, it is our duty to ensure that the damage to natural environmental system is minimized. तो हमारा जो फ्यूचर है ना हमारे प्लैनेट का, वो हमारे ही हाथों में है. इसीलिए बोला जाता है कि हमारे नेचुरल एनवायरमेंटल जो सिस्टम है उसको हमें कम से कम डैमेज करना चाहिए. Next is principles of sustainable development. Now, these are very important. So first is respect and care for all forms of life. हमें सारी forms of life की respect और care करनी चाहिए. Second, we have the improve the quality of human life. The human life की quality जो है हमारी, हमें उसको भी improve करना चाहिए. दैट मीन्स हमें फ्रेश एयर मिलनी चाहिए, हमें पेड़ लगाने चाहिए ताकि हमें फ्रेश एयर मिल सके, हमें ड्रिंकेबल वाटर मिलना चाहिए, राइट. नेक्स्ट इज कंजर्व द अर्थ वाइटैलिटी एंड डाइवर्सिटी, ताकि सारी फॉर्म ऑफ लाइफ यहाँ पर एग्जिस्ट कर सके. नेक्स्ट वी हैव मिनिमाइज द डिप्लीशन ऑफ नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज. एज वी कवर्ड अर्लियर कि हमें अपने नेचुरल रिसोर्स हैं उनको बहुत ही केयरफुल मैनर में यूज करना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट वी हैव इज चेंज पर्सनल एटीट्यूड एंड प्रैक्टिसेस टुवर्ड्स द एनवायरनमेंट. तो ये सारे चेंजेस हमें खुद से लाने होंगे. तो उसके लिए हमें सबसे पहले अपना एटीट्यूड और अपनी प्रैक्टिसेस, डे टू डे लाइफ की प्रैक्टिसेस जो है उसमें बदलाव लाने पड़ेंगे. And lastly, enable communities to care for their own environment. We should aware our people or our friends or family that we have to care about our environment also. So thanks for watching this video. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.